different countries. We are in.
Were they right?
We are in England.
Were they right?
Yeah.
Were they right?
They were
Were the Italians right in making that law?
I can't make that decision.
Right.
I can't make that decision.
So, do you have a problem with the Italian government?
Why does that matter? Because
you have a problem with people.
I feel like you're trying to justify.
No, I am
trying to
listen,
get something
good point.
out of me
Sister,
to justify why it's fine.
What I'm demonstrating to you, what we call double standards.
Fantastic.
Double standards.
That's what I'm talking about.
Do you know what a double standard is?
Yes.
That is a double standard.
Do you know what a double standard
That
is?
is a double. Because I said, oh yeah, 18 years old, and you tried to pull up facts about a 14-year-old in a different country. That's what you're trying to.
Thank you.
I am simply saying.
You're making a point now.
Why do you're
making a point now.
You're missing my
Serbia.
point.
Why is it
Why
okay?
did
Austria.
Muhammad marry a 9-year-old
Fantastic.
girl?
Bulgaria, Portugal.
You can't.
So,
because they are deemed as paedophiles, mate.
Yes.
They are deemed, that is paedophilia. Would you let your family do it? No. Would you let your sister do it? Hey, maybe if you're having incest, yeah. But otherwise, no. That is because it's your mentality, and there is that.
Are they trying to justify this?
Now,
well done, sister.
what you have realized, there are many countries in the world, by legislation, man can have sexual relationship with a 14-year-old, and the people of that country have no problem with it.
Yeah.
If you have a problem with all those countries and their governments and the people, I suggest you go and you quarrel with them. But the point is established. The point is quite established. Societies, they have differences even within their lawmaking. At what age they consider women are ready to have physical relationship, right? Even today they differ.
Yeah.
You are just here talking about 18 because maybe that's this country 18.
Well, actually, the age of consent in this country is 16. But you have to be an adult.
But you're saying 18, right?
But that's what I'm saying.
Okay, let me continue.
I'm not talking about the age of consent. You
let me
asked me
continue.
what age an adult is, and I'm saying in this country you are only an adult at 18. No, the age of consent is 16.
Yes.
Yeah, the age of consent.
They
the
consider
age of
themselves
consent.
adults.
No, because the age of consent doesn't mean you're an adult.
Okay, but you're referring to what were you originally asking? Is about sexual relations.
Yeah. I was
Good.
talking about
So
sexual
now,
relations.
so basically, you're saying even in this country, people are not adults because the age of consent is 16. So living in this country in Britain, and I'm sure you accept British values.
Yeah.
Good. So, do you accept the British value that you can have a relationship with someone who is not an adult at the age of 16?
So, are you asking me if you can have...
No, I'm asking you, do you agree with the British value?
Yeah.
In which it says you can have sexual relationship with a minor at the age of 16 when clearly they're not adults, according to your definition.
Okay, that is only my definition because that is the country we live in. That is not what I would personally
Please answer the question in any way you like.
But that's why I just said to you, mate. That is because British values, British whatever you call it, the laws, it's like the whole messed up thing with cannabis, you can...
So you don't agree with it, you're saying?
But that's what I'm saying. I personally, as a woman, if a 16-year-old wants to have a relationship with a 32-year-old man, as an example, by law in this country, the man will not be prosecuted because she has given consent, because that is...
But she's a minor, right?
She is still a minor, yes.
Not adults?
She's not an adult, no.
So this country legislated...
Consent does not define whether you're an adult. That's what I'm saying. Because
Thank you.
in different countries, it is 14 years old.
Interesting you said that.
I don't know why you don't get it.
No, interesting point you made. You know, interesting point you made. You're saying you are reluctantly happy and agree and accept that you can have sexual relationship with non-adults, meaning children.
Well, at the age of 16 years old.
Listen.
But this is what
technically, 16, according to your definition, is not an adult, it's a child. Yeah. So you are saying you are happy.
I'm not
very happy.
I'm not very happy, mate. Don't take those words out of my mouth.
I'm
not very happy.
But you accept it. But you accept it.
I'm saying that I only accept it because that is the law that is set within England. That is what is set by the government. The British government defines these laws. I only...
Would you disagree with that? Would you disagree?
Yeah, I would disagree with that.
Excellent.
Now the question is, will he disagree with a 9-year-old
This is
child?
exactly what I agree with you, that if we have people being chosen to represent us in our governments, and they decide what is best for us, what makes us adults.
Does it make it true? That's
what
the question.
I want to make my point and you interrupt my line of thought,
exactly,
right?
Mate.
So what I'm saying, sister, which I agree with you there, if a country decides by representatives of this country, by certain people, voted to be our representatives, right, or any other country, they can actually come with laws which not necessarily be right
Yeah.
for the people.
Yeah.
You demonstrated one example where in Britain,
Yeah.
the people voted for these people to be representative of us, and they decided
You have to go.
with a law, for a law, which you'd say which is not correct, not right, because it's essentially saying age of consent means having sexual relationship with a minor,
Yeah.
because they're all children.
Yeah.
So you are now demonstrating from the values of this country, for example,
Yeah.
where society makes its own laws,
Yeah.
they can change. I agree with you. Societal laws can change. They do not determine what makes an adult an adult. Excellent point. Adults, to become an adult, you have to have an external other definition, which is universally agreed objectively, not this relatively and subjectively from time to time, place to place, like in
Morality
Hungary, in Italy,
That's the
they're
question.
saying 14,
Is
right?
morality objective?
Right. So now we realize
You're not answering this question.
that to become an adult, whose definition are we going to follow? It has to be something objective, agreed upon by everyone, right?
Just some advice, yeah?
Not just you
Make sure
only,
he answers
or me
the
only,
question.
but everyone.
Make sure he
So
answers the
go
question.
ahead, tell us how we can come to this definition of an adult objectively by
What was your
everyone.
question?
How can we, by knowing, okay, that's the thing. Sometimes, personally, human beings, we are twisted. We will hurt other people. We will kill other people. We will do horrible things to other people. So personally, for us to be able to say, oh, we have to all agree on it, we will have to be on the same page, is wrong. Because by one person's definition can be different from another person's definition. And that is why I think that certain situations where in this country, 16 years old, you can consent, but you are not an adult, is wrong. And that is why we should look within ourselves, within humanity, not within religion, not within, like everything else, as you say, but within that, within ourselves, and think, oh, okay, would I do this? And unfortunately, yes, there are a lot of cases where children are, molested by their family. And that is wrong. That is wrong. But that can happen anywhere. I'm not saying that happens necessarily within a
Like in
certain
Britain, for
circle.
example, right?
I'm
Yeah.
saying that can happen anywhere.
Talk about Britain.
Anywhere, yeah? Because I'm not necessarily trying to preach about, oh, Britain's bad because of this, Britain's bad because of that. I'm saying that certainly this mentality towards, oh, you're only physically ready, you have to be physically ready, is wrong. That, what I've heard
Change
from you
that.
is wrong.
No,
That is wrong because physically.
So you're saying if they're not physically ready, it's okay?
No, I'm not saying that.
So I am saying the minimum.
that You have to be.
Do you
of
agree
an
the
age-
bare minimum is people to have relationship of this nature, intimate relationship, they have to be
Please ask him
they have to be
personally.
biologically ready, otherwise you are actually harming someone. Do you agree?
I agree. You will harm
So the
someone.
minimum standard is when you're going to get married, according to what we understand, that you have to be physically ready at least as a minimum standard. Otherwise, there is a potential to harm.
Yeah.
Good,
But
good.
that is
Now,
not
I want
defined
to-
by whether